أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا الكريم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Dear brother and sister, inshallah I resume decoding for some numerical structure in Al-Fatiha, the first chapter of the Great Wise Qur'an. In the previous lecture I looked up the portion of verse 6 and 7 where it says اهدنا الصراط المستقيم, guide us to the straight path, the path of those whom you bestow your bounty on them. أنعمت, I mean favored, or you عليهم. And the scholar, all of them, may Allah be pleased with them, agreed that those, the straight path of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Muhammad bin Abdullah Alayhi Wasallam, in general the prophets, in more wider circle the Muslims people. And why this is the ni'mah, Allah called it ni'mah? Because it is really a ni'mah. Because this is the way where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted you Jannah, inshallah ta'ala. That's how He designed the system. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala designed the system that if you follow Him, follow His prophets, take His orders, do not play, do not make your religion as a game, do not lie, do not do this and this, do not tamper with your books for material gain like the Jews and the Christians did. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala recorded in the Qur'an that they tamper in the book for them to gain benefit, life, like material benefits. So this is, you lose a lot in the other life. So it is ni'mah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you to the straight path of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It's the greatest ni'mah ever. And you appreciate this ni'mah a lot more when you live in a non-Muslim country. Because you see how much these people, how much loss they have, though maybe they have all the material things you think about in this life, but what is it if it does not go with them? Maybe for 40, 50, 60 years. So what? Well, then what? After that, what? Diseases, sickness, depression, all these kind of problems. It's not worth it. Things you leave behind you is not worth it, believe it or not. Things you work hard for and you leave it behind you is not worth it. The people spend their life collecting jewelries, collecting money, collecting cars, collecting all this stupid stuff. You think they make their life easy? What they eat more than you? How they eat? They have the same stomach, same thing. You eat a sandwich, they eat a sandwich. Oh, you might eat like a fool, chickpeas. They might eat like filet mignon. But chickpeas benefit you more than the filet mignon. Look to the people who eat from the farm, how they live, how their bodies, comparing to the people who eat meat all the time. So here we finish the food. What they wear? They wear like a clothes, $1,000 suit, and you wear like maybe $5 shirt. So what? What's the difference? Well, there's not a big difference. Okay, let's go when you go to the bed. So you sleep and they sleep. You don't know where you sleep. If they put you in a bed of $1 million or a bed of like $20 mattress, that's it. So it's not you enjoy the sleep because of the bed. You enjoy the sleep because your health is good. So if you prefer to sleep on the mat of like a $5 mattress, and you are healthy and happy and peaceful mind and everything okay, or you prefer to have millions and billions of dollars, sleep in a bed of $10, $20, $50, $100,000 bed, and you're sick and you have your stomach like bloating, what you prefer? So the reference of happiness is not like that. The reference of happiness gotta go back to the scale Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put for His creation, to the manual. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called this as ni'mah, and it is ni'mah. It's the biggest ni'mah ever. If you have the ni'mah of Islam and you think anyone else, not Muslim, have ni'mah more than you regardless, then you don't know what you have. If you have the certificate of La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, and you think anybody else not having this certificate better than you, then you do not appreciate that certificate, because you do not know what kind of certificate you have. Okay, so think about what I'm saying. You're gonna find it true, inshallah. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm gonna resume decoding for Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha here, toward the tail of this verse here, it says, not those they have anger against, or those who went astray. Let's go into that part of the verse. Okay, we're still in Al-Fatiha. In the other half of chapter. This other half, the chapter 1, verse number 7 contains 43 letters. 18 of them belong to us, and 25 belong to others. Okay. غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Geometrical value of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words only. Geometrical value is, well, let's go right to left. Right to left is better for even reading. The English people should write from right to left also. Why? Because you go this way, so you don't block what you see. So you write that way, right? Oh, some people say you have a left, right, and you write this way, so people see. What most of the people write right hand. Oh. Okay, let's try do like, well, yeah. Try not to. Okay, geometrical value. What is geometrical value of this group? Geometrical value is 4240. Look to that 242, which is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. You see it converted here, flipped in a way. In a way, it's flipped. It's not exactly, but it flipped in a way. You see how it flipped? In a way. Let's put them next to each other. So it's kind of flipped a little bit, because they deny La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. That's why they got these titles over here. And the heaviest, by the way, the heaviest letters in the Al-Fatiha is Al-Ghain and Al-Ghain, Maghdub alayhim wa ad-dallin, and Dad here and Dad over here. These are the heaviest letters in the whole chapter. Al-Maghdub alayhim. Al-Maghdub alayhim. Maghdub alayhim. عليهم ولا الضالين. Someone like some times ago, the imam of the masjid where I pray sometimes, he asked me a question, and he said, I want to ask a question. I said, what? Why the Muslims, they said that Al-Maghdub alayhim is the Jews, and the Dallin, the one who went astray, is the Christian. Where you get this? And how we know that the verse mainly meant these people? I said, well, this is a knowledge, and we have to refer this question from me to our scholars. So I looked up one of the main tafsir where Imam, well, I tell you what happened, but I was looking for the references here, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word ghadiba related to the Jews, and used the word dalla related to the Christian. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for example, I think Imam, I don't know, I forget his name, but one of the scholars, I think Imam al-Sarkhasi rahmatullah alayhi, al-Sarkhasi or Samarkandi, one of them, one of the Mufassirin rahmatullah alayhi, he mentioned something very nice. I read one time for Imam. I think Samarkandi. No, I don't know what is it. Maybe one of the greatest guys before us. May Allah be pleased with all of them. He said, you take the knowledge from what Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam informed us, or what is the Qur'an informed. But in this particular tafsir, there is both of them exist. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he was traveling with the Sahaba in some place called Wad al-Qura, I believe. And one Sahabi asked him, "O Prophet of Allah, who are these al-Maghdub alayhim?" Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam answered. So the answer came from the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Though the hadith maybe is not strong, but it's fine. But we have at least now an understanding from the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and then we don't have an opinion. We do not have, none of the Muslims have opinion if a Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave his opinion. If the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did not give his opinion, then it's okay, let's work it. But if a Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says something, that's it. No one have a right to say anything after Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So he said the Jews. He said, "Oh Prophet of Allah, who's the Dalleen, the one who went astray?" He said the Nasara, the Christian. This is the knowledge from the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But also, he used also another two evidence from the Qur'an, where Allah Subhanahu wa Taala said in chapter Al-Baqarah, actually in a lot of locations, not just here, it says the word ghadab, anger, from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, it came in the Qur'an mostly in the behalf of Bani Israel. For example, chapter 2, verse 61, where they told Moses, peace be upon Moses, we sick and tired of eating like manu salwa, quail and some kind of sweet called salwa, or men, something like that. We sick and tired of eating this. Ask your Lord, not our Lord, your Lord, to get us like garlic and tomato, onion, and all this stuff. And he said, "Do you exchange the good with the bad? Go back to Egypt then. Serve the pharaohs. And then over there you eat garlic and you eat onion as much as you want." This event was in Sinai. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said humiliation and misery applied unto them, and waba'u bi ghadab, and they gain wrath and anger from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Waba'u bi ghadab min Allah. Why? ذلك بأنهم كانوا, they reject the verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they kill the prophets بغير الحق, they rebel and they transgress. This is verse 60, this might translate 61 of chapter 2. If you need more translation, go back to the reference. Verse 90, بئس ما اشتروا به أنفسهم, أن يكفروا بما أنزل الله. It is bad, it's wrong, it is not worth it. It is gross that how they sold their self, their akhirah, rejecting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revelation, and rejecting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed some of his benefits, some of his fadl to us, the Muslims. They jealous. Why are you jealous? Why they are jealous that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent our prophet? Why they are jealous that the Arabs received a book from Allah? You received Moses alayhi salam. That's we say alayhi salam. Look what we say. We congratulate them. We said, "Oh, congratulate our cousin," because they are cousins. Said, "Our cousin, congratulate you. We are happy for you. You received Harun, you received Dawood alayhi salam, you received Sulaiman alayhi salam." All the time we say, "Happy, we are happy for you. Congratulations for you, and we are happy for you." They received Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, peace be upon him. We are happy for them. Said, "Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide you." Then finally Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent us one prophet toward the end, Muhammad alayhi salam. And they become very jealous, they become very crazy. And instead of congratulating us, and he said, "Okay, let's team up, let's see what's up and team with us, because we are a book of scripture, we are the descendant of Ibrahim alayhi salam, let's work together." No, they went crazy. They want to kill him, they want to poison him, they want to make sorcery, they want to kill his follower. Look how much they have animosity for the Muslim Ummah. Why? Why? That's why they gain the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. بغيا أن ينزل الله من فضله عن شيء. This is, they try to, this transgression, you know, make an envy for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow His ni'mah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala choose him who want. And it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَبَاءُوا بِغَضَبٍ عَلَى غَضَبٍ. You know, anger over anger. وَلِلْكَافِ عَذَابٌ. Humiliation and severe torture for the disbelievers. Let's say chapter 3 verse 112. وَضُرِبَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ الذِّلَّةُ وَالْمَسْكَنَةُ. And apply to them the humiliation and the ضُرِبَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ الذِّلَّةُ, the humiliation. Every time they are except with a robe from Allah and a robe from people. And they gain the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ghadab of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَضُرِبَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَسْكَنَةُ. This, I decode for this, by the way. And I find this will be in maximum move, it's going to be in the year 2023, which is 5 years from now. One ghadab came on behalf who killed the believer, and they do participate a lot of killing the believers. All the Christian also, they do that. Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in chapter 5 verse 60 belong to them. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قُلْ هَلْ أُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِشَرٍ مِّن ذَلِكَ. Can I tell you something, some group of people worse than that? مَثُوبَةً عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. Who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cursed and anger with. And among them He make the apes and the swines and the worshiping of the taghut, because they worshipped al-ijl, they worshipped the Sumerian. Those are worse situation than the other people who describe with. This is وَلَمَا رَجَعَ مُوسَى إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ غَضْبَانٍ. This is for Musa. He was angry because they took the cattle, they worshipped the cattle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the same chapter 7 verse 152, He said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّخَذُوا الْعِجْلَ سَيَنَامُ غَضَبٍ. Those who worship the cattle, the calf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will angry with them. سَيَنَالُهُمْ غَضَبٌ مِّن رَبِّهِمْ. Anger from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this life and the other life. Look how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shrink them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala almost annihilate them. They are very ancient ummah, and they are our cousin, okay? And we are like 300-400 million, and they are 10 million. This is part of what al-ghadab Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking about. And now they're gonna maybe call you anti-Semitic. It's nothing to do with this. It's nothing to do with anti-Semitic also. We are the originals, you know, but they cannot accuse us with this, like, they cannot use this accusation nowadays. They have to listen, because we feel sorry that our cousin, they went with this title, you know, because we love our uncle alayhi salam Ishaq. He is our uncle, we love him alayhi salatu wasalam. So we're not happy for that, but that's what they did, you know. Ala nafsiha janat barakish. They're the one did that, not us. We suffering because they went astray. If they stayed on the path, is better for us. So we don't have all the problems with them, all this fighting and this commotion. Just keep going here. Most of it comes on their behalf. This is 2081 also came on their behalf. Also 2086 in their behalf. أن يحل عليكم غضب من ربكم. An anger from your Lord will come down on you. This is one came on behalf of the munafiqeen, the hypocrites. And in verse 58, verse 14, also in their behalf, أَلَمْ تَرَ الَّذِينَ تَوَلَّوْا. This is about the hypocrites, that they allied with those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala anger with. And unfortunately, we see today a lot of people, they call themselves Muslim, they ally with those people. Same thing. They ally with the state of Israel. The same thing like before, the munafiqeen. تَوَلَّوْا قَوْمًا غَضِبَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ. They went ally with them. The hypocrites of Al-Medina, they went ally with the Jews in Al-Medina. And now we see some of the Arabs country, you know, claim that they are Muslims, that they ally with them. Same thing. مَا هُمْ مِنْكُمْ وَلَا مِنْهُمْ يَحْلِفُونَ عَلَى الْكَذِبِ وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in chapter 60 verse 13 also, He used the same ghadiba, the word ghadiba. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Those who you believe, do not ally with those Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala anger with. So the Mufassirin say this is the Jews. That's why we gave the title for them. It's not up to us. We just follow what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teach us. This is the Qur'an. So if anybody to blame, is themselves to blame. And in the other life, they're going to receive a huge, torture, a huge adhab in hellfire. And this way, the Imam Samarkandi, he answered this way, I believe. Is he a Samarkandi? Let me check his name, because I keep just trying to, I want to know myself, because I'm kind of confused. I forget who was the Mufassir who used this approach. This is many Samarkandi, yes. This is a Samarkandi, rahmatullah alayh. This is you go find out the tafsir, but this is Samarkandi. He died, Samarkandi, rahmatullah alayh. He died 373, so he's very early, Anyway, just let's decode for this. What is this geometrical value? 424. Because the interpretation make me lose a lot of time. So that's, I tried to. This is wrong. Hold on. This is wrong. This is the result, not the start. Because I'm writing this way, so I have to flip the writing that way now. Okay, this 4203. The geometrical value of this portion of this verse. There's a 25 letters. There is a 5 words. There is a 7, which is verse. Up to here is 4240. That's when I told you the flip 242. It's fine. There's nothing called a flip here, but notice. I notice one thing important about this number. If you remove out of this one 242, which is they do not have, that's why they are in this category, because they reject 242. What is 242? 121 plus 121, which is Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. So if you remove 242, you get this number, 1820. 1820. You know this number, what is it? 1820. If you take out of this, decode for this number. Decode for 1820. This is not a coincidence. This is, I call it the reversal in the image of the numbers in the theory. I call the mirror theory. It's very important theory. It's very important. But it's so complicated, and I wanna just delay it for a minute for some reason I have. Okay, if you take out of this, these two groups, الضالين and المغضوب عليهم, the being cursed, and the one they went astray. They both of them, the Jews and the Christians, reformed the people were called Ahlul Kitab or Bani Israel, the children of Israel. The children of Israel 364, Bani Israel. And what left is 1456. What is 1456 keep showing up in many levels. A minute ago showed up in the form of 1433. I'm sorry, 1443. The same year 14. Why keep showing up? And I have the whole category start with 1456. What is this? Why keep showing up? Because this is the last complete year for both of them, the Judaism and the Christianity, from the point of the Qur'an. What will happen then? When Hazrat Isa ﷺ comes, he will eliminate both of them. He will eliminate the rule of the dhimma, the jizya. Okay? So it makes sense that this showed up with this. Though the approach, we have to talk about the approach, because someone might say, how you jump to this number? Who allow you to do this? It's okay. That's what I keep. Consider it wrong till I explain why I took this much out of it. If you take, well, I'm gonna come back to this group many times, so I'm not worried about it right now, because it took share of, explaining the verses. Okay, what if we do add up the data of the chapter, 7772. data of chapter 1. These all add up to 5012. I did talk about it before, so I'm going to talk a lot about it. 5112, that much. If you decode, like I said before, I give this. If you decode Allah Almighty, Al-Mizan 58, Al-Mizan. So we need Ghayr. Ghayr mean not this. We need the other side. Ghayr. Ghayr mean the others. Other than this. We need the straight path of the Nabi says other than this path. So we don't need this, we need the other side. You know what I mean, Ghayr. Ghayr. Okay. 58. So what left is 58, 59, 49, 14. 49, 14, 49, 24, I'm sorry. It's 1, 4, 5, 7, 1, 4, 4, 4, 20, 23. This is when these people will be, there will be Isa, Hazrat Isa, when he comes, he will put an end for these two groups. This is the group, mainly the state of Israel, the Dajjal, the Antichrist, what they call Hamashiach. He will judge against those people, and he will kill the Messiah, and he will attack the Jews, and he will eliminate the papacy, the papacy system, the Vatican system. He will eliminate this. He will eliminate both part of the Christian, faction, whatever they have, the main part, all of them, like Orthodox, Catholic, whatever the Protestant, whatever they have. All these will be eliminated when Isa alayhi salam, because when Isa alayhi salam comes and declare that he is among the Ummah Muhammad alayhi salam, and when he comes and declare that he is the servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he will be eating like مسخن, for example. We're gonna invite him inshallah for the meal of مسخن inshallah ta'ala. This is a famous Palestinian meal, and he will be eat like olive oil and za'atar, theme, za'atar, dukka, za'atar, za'atar. So what do you think? You think God eating za'atar and zayt and za'atar? Isa alayhi salam, you're gonna say, listen guys, whoever say that I'm Lord, the Son of Lord, anything but Abdullah, Rasulullah, Ruhullah, Kalimatullah, he's gonna be in deep trouble, to the point he will attack them. He's not gonna, Isa alayhi salam is not gonna come slap this guy, turn your another cheek for him to slap. No, there's nothing like that. This is before old days. Now it's different. Isa alayhi salam, he will become a very tough person, and no one play games with him. And that's why they're gonna accuse him. The beginning, the media, the tales of the Dajjal, or the tale of the Antichrist, the media, these media, they're gonna say, oh, he's terrorist because he have a turban to bring with the Muslims. But he will stop that to an end. He will put it very soon. So these people, they have a limit. And this is the year. Okay, we'll see. This is thoughts we can prove or not. We'll see down the road. I'm not gonna go into this side of the research, because I'm gonna leave it till the time I reach it, because I have decoded for 5012. 5012 is decoded, proving the anger will start 2023. You wanna give it now? I give it. What time is 50? No, I leave it. Just I make you look for it, but it's gonna come inshallah. When I decode for this number, it's gonna be very dangerous information comes out of this number. But this level 13, but this is level maybe 5 or 6 maybe. Okay, I'm gonna quit for now. Subhanakallah wa hamdik nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. I might come back. We'll see. Inshallah. Subhanakallah wa hamdik nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.